Traffic on the N3 highway between KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng is expected to be at its worst from Wednesday. That's yesterday until tomorrow, Friday, which is Christmas Eve. Motorists have been advised to plan for the inevitable delays. We're joined now for an update on the N3 toll concession by Thania, Dhoogra. Thania, thank you very much for your time. I just wonder, in terms of an assessment of yesterday's hailstorm, have we been able to assess if there's been any major damage?
Hi, good afternoon, Dudu. No, fortunately, there wasn't any reports of any damage on the N3 toll route. Nothing that's been brought to my attention.
And in terms of traffic volumes, what are you expecting? It is Christmas Day.
Well, what we've been seeing in the past few days is an increase in traffic, and today itself we reached highs of over 1,800 vehicles an hour heading southbound towards Durban. We're currently in the last hour recorded about 1,400 vehicles an hour also headed in the southbound direction, but we are also seeing an increase in traffic headed northbound towards Gauteng. So as you said, there is a lot of traffic on the road. It's very congested, but fortunately traffic is flowing.
Driver behavior?
Well, I mean, the recent reports that we've been receiving are that, for the most part, a lot of drivers seem to be breaking the traffic laws and using excessive speeds on most parts of the route. And that is obviously of huge concern, especially taking into consideration the alarmingly high number of serious crash incidents that have been recorded on the road.
And you're comfortable with the work, that you do, if you do at all, with law enforcement officials? They've made it known that they will be very visible on the country's highways and byways in terms of roadblocks.
Very much so, and law enforcement is out and about on the N3 toll route in particular. They're highly visible. There's quite a number of compliance checkpoints that have been established all along the route, and motorists are reminded, please, that they must comply, both from a driver perspective as well as from a vehicle perspective. It's critical at this time, and especially considering that the weather conditions are not really what we're used to in a typical summer. South African summer. There's a lot of mist on the road. It's wet and rainy in along long stretches of the N3, and that obviously contributes to more difficult driving conditions. So road users need to adjust their driving style accordingly.
Add to that, pedestrians, and we know throughout the years that's also been a problem.
Very much so, and I mean, obviously, as much as we encourage people not to stop on the side of the road, this is a way of life in South Africa, and it just increases the dangerous nature of our roads. And obviously, again, it means that road users need to ensure that they're vigilant. You've got to be alert. You have to make sure that you're well rested so that you can pay attention. Negligent driving, distracted driving, like texting while driving, is all conducive to creating conditions which contribute to incidents.
Thania, Dhoogra is with the N3 toll concession. Thank you for that update.